Now to concussion, a permanent injury to the brain, and too often a side effect of team sports. Doctors and scientists are getting better at diagnosing it, but the Centers for Disease Control say they must transform the culture from one that spurs injured players to man up and keep playing to one where manning up means sitting down.
You got to be aggressive, and you have to hit hard or you can't play.
That's why football teammates at Garfield High called Charles Pagan the freight train. Garfield's top-ranked soccer star plays an aggressive game too, but last year, Wojciech Piwowarczyk got his head butted hard.
The adrenaline, it was just like you can't even feel it, but then after a while you get dizzy and it just starts spinning.
So the high school center back immediately stopped playing, right? Not exactly.
I was thinking, you know, it's an important game. We're contending for a league championship, so I'm a captain on this team. I can't, you know, let my team down. I thought it was fine. You know, I kept playing, I kept running, but players saw that it was like something was wrong with me, right?
His team saw their captain's glazed expression and made him sit down. But the CDC's Grant Baldwin says almost 70% of high school athletes in one survey reported they kept on playing, even with a possible concussion. He says that's wrong.
We need to build a culture in sports where athletes are encouraged by coaches and parents to report a concussion, regardless of how important the game is. All concussions are serious. The brain needs time to heal.
Every concussion is brain damage.
At a news conference at Garfield High, Baldwin joined Congressman Bill Pascrell to announce a new CDC initiative targeting the sports culture that promotes playing through pain. They say coaches, parents, and healthcare providers must stay vigilant and protect players, but a whole attitude shift must happen too.
And that's not an easy task. All you have to do is look at the National Football League, who swept it under the rug for so many years and now are trying frantically to keep up with those football players who played football in the National Football League are now vegetables.
It involves you, the student athlete, to have the wherewithal and the courage to report a concussion.
The CDC says more than 325,000 kids and teens went to the ER with sports-related head trauma in 2012, but say the problem's dramatically underreported. Garfield's sports director acknowledges it's a tough sell to students.
They don't want to be weak, as they would say. You know, they want to be competitive, but you know what? In the long run, it's their future.
It's tough to believe that everyone's going to follow this because you love the sport. You don't want to get out at all, especially if you're a senior, someone like me. You don't want to get out the field, but at the same time, you have to just do what's right for you. Your brain is what's going to keep you alive.
Advocates will keep pushing to reshape that sports culture that glorifies winning at all costs, because sometimes that cost is just too high. In Garfield, I'm Brenda Flanagan, NJTV News.